Part 2. Yesterday I talked about my experiences and the wonderful years that I had at Haase Embroidery. Well, like all good things, some things must come to an end. Irvin Carroll retired just before the big pandemic hit, and I spent the next 2 years with somebody who doesn't know the business and didn't want to take the advice from the people who's been doing it for quite a bit of time. You know, he was a businessman and yada yada. Well, let me tell you how all that went down. I spent 12 years of my life having a voice in the company, being somebody important in the company, to being a 12-year-old new hire on this thing. Like almost overnight. Like he brought in a lady that worked with his business before and had her run the show, and she learned, you know, she took our advice, she did things nice. Talked to Jackie, okay, what is your thoughts on this? Talk to me, what is your thoughts on this? Seemed to be okay, it's a good fit. We get ready to go into a pandemic and somebody else shows up. This person was a drama queen. Getting all mad because this person had this position and yada 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 yada, and she didn't like feeling like she's the low person on the food bowl. Well, she was my problem. So being 12 years into this thing, we had our original conversation about certain things, and this company wanted a specific design, and I drew something up, and they had somebody draw something up for them, and I said, no, we're looking something more like this. I was like, okay, great, we'll do that. And the graphic came in, and it was like, okay, nudge, 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 okay, we need a new graphic. Okay, nudge, 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 okay, we need a new graphic. I've been working on this graphic for 3 months, and it got to the point where it was like, nudge, 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 we're gonna, no, we are not. I can't help you. Sorry about your luck. I just can't do it. There's something about you that you just don't understand, because I'm not going to spend, you're not my only customer, and I'm not going to spend all my time working on it. That was strike number 1. Strike number 2 came about because kids went back to school, and I wasn't able to work Tuesdays or Thursdays because that was the day the wife had to go to work on her job. She got great hours, by the way. And I told him, I said, I'm going to have to probably stay home with my kids on those days. And then we finally got our approval to go to Easter Seals. So I was working Monday, Wednesday, Friday, doing things Tuesdays and Thursdays. He did not like the idea that I wasn't there full time because, according to his words, and his words only, he doesn't have control over me and the aspects. If I was a full employee, I'm not as dedicated. I said, well, my thing is, I grew up in this business. I lived in this business for 12 years. I'm going to do my best that I can to get the job that I have done. But you also got to give me some give and take on this deal too. And if you don't like it, you can find somebody else. Well, he never found somebody else, so he let me do what I was going to do. That was strike number 2. Strike number 3 is the new person who came in last on this whole darn deal decided that the tried and true document that we use for orders just wasn't good enough. We need to have 17 different forms instead of one piece of paper. Well, it got to the point and I'm one of these people, okay, we'll give it a shot, see what happens. Well, last year about August was the 3rd time a major order came in that was like, okay, we got to drop everything to do because somebody didn't tell somebody something. And I went right to her office and I told her, I said, these are not working. Well, they've been working for 1.5 years. They are not working. I will no longer process an order unless I have the original order form. And she's like, you don't need that information. So I'm like, I don't need to know how many I need to do. I don't need to know when it's due. I don't need to know what color is going on. You know, those are some vital things that I'm going to need to know. Well, and it's like, just do what I've been telling you. Well, she got all mad. I am not giving you a copy, yada, yada, yada. Started yelling at the top of her lungs, causing a fool and pitching a fit. There was customers outside. They said, nope, ain't gonna be here. And they walked off. I said, well, you just done scared off some customers, so I'm gonna go back to my room. And if you can't get over yourself and do what I tell you to do, then you guys can find a new graphic designer. She went crying and bawling to the old big boss, and the big boss took her word over mine, even though Jackie was there, even though all these other people were there. And I told him, I said, I make my yeses yes and my no's no, basically on a biblical principle. And I've already made my decision that after I get done with these guys here, which I had to do that last minute order that just was sprung upon me like instantaneously, I'm out of here. So he's like, well then, you do that and you're fired. So basically it was a mutual agreement. That's how the whole darn thing ended. And they can have all they want over there. I have no problem with that. I just wish that they could honor the legacy that Irvin Carroll put into the place. So that being said, I went beyond my 5-minute spiel, but that was the whole spiel in itself, and I left names out and all that stuff to keep people happy. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna leave a word here. This word here is something that you can put in the comments to let me know that you made it clear to the end of this video. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and that word is going to be snow day. So if you can put snow day, I know I already used that this week, but if you can put snow day somewhere in the comments below, I'll know that you made it clear to the end of this video. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.